Hi, guys, and welcome to another episode of the Plastic Girl Club video podcast. I'm your host, Juliet, and this week's episode is one of my favorite topics. We are talking skincare, injectables, beauty, aesthetic treatments, lasers, peels. I want to talk about it all. And I'm super excited because I have Sam Pino here with us today. Welcome to the Plastic Girl Club, Sam.
Thank you. I'm very excited to be here.
Sam is a top injector and owner of Face by SB and Spry Society right here in her beautiful office. Thank you so much for hosting us. It's located in Miami. So, yeah, tell us a little bit about yourself, Sam. Share a little bio. I know who you are. I know my listeners know who you are, but just anybody that wants to get to know you a little more.
Okay, so I wasn't always in the beauty industry. I started off doing nursing. I did a little critical care nursing for about 5.5 years. Was a little burnt out at the bedside, looking for what's next. And that's kind of where the beauty industry kind of fell.
But I'm sure you always upkept yourself and you were always super involved in beauty
Self care
anyway.
was always important, and I loved skincare routine. I loved going to my dermatologist routinely, getting my facials, things like that. I didn't know much further than that. And I think when we were younger, it wasn't as big of a topic as it is now.
No, nobody really focused. And I think we were just saying that before that people used to wash their face with
Dove.
soap bars.
Yes.
And we've come a long way. And
Yeah.
it's important to know what's out in the market, what are the best products, who's doing these treatments on you. I know you're a top injector, but a lot of people aren't as lucky. And so I wanted to highlight or create a space where we can highlight a little bit about beauty and the treatments that are out there. And I think you're the best person to talk to about this. So
I love this concept. I think it's great and it's needed.
Yes, for sure. Because we want to continue to raise awareness too in the beauty industry.
Yeah.
So, yeah, tell us a little bit about what you offer at Face by SB and Spry Society. We could start with Face by SB.
Yeah. So Face by SP is all the aesthetic medicine department. So it's our injectables. We
Okay.
have our Botox. Dysport is the product that I use.
Okay.
We have our
We love that.
fillers. We love that.
Love it.
We have different types of fillers and biostimulators that can help create volume in areas that we might be lacking.
I see you also offer a Morpheus 8, which is a new fave for sure.
It is. It's
And
great.
what are the benefits of these procedures? Or I would say, what are the most common or top requested procedures today?
Yeah, I think definitely Dysport, neurotoxin, it's top. It's like our
Tops.
foundation. Anything we're layering over our muscle or under our muscle, if our muscle's over hyperactive, it's just not going to look natural.
Okay.
It's the best preventative thing we can do for fine lines and wrinkles.
And it also helps with just making sure that no headaches, sweat
Exactly.
glands.
It's more than just the three common areas where you see.
Yeah. So when I've mentioned this to people, first they don't know the difference, and correct me if I'm wrong,
Yeah.
between Botox and other products that are out there, which is the one you use, Dysport, owned by Galderma, right?
Yes.
And then those are the only two toxins at the moment, right?
There's more.
There's more? Okay.
Those are the two I would say more
Most
common.
popular, okay.
But we have Jeuveau, we have Xeomin, Daxxify just came on the market.
Cool.
They're all neurotoxins.
Yeah,
It's
they're
just
up
the
and coming,
brands.
but the main used and the OGs are definitely
OGs,
Dysport and
yeah.
Tox. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
And then the other thing that people don't know is how many crazy areas you
were
can
talking
use
about it.
Botox. The 21 areas you can have Botox in.
You would be surprised.
So let's share. I have a
Yeah.
crazy one, but do you want to go first with yours? I like yours.
Yeah. Well,
What are
let's start
common
with the
a-
face.
Yeah, so common areas.
So remember that Botox, Dysport, all these neurotoxins are for the muscles, right? And
yeah.
there's a huge sheet of muscle that spans from our neck all the way up to our scalp,
Everywhere.
everywhere.
Yeah.
Obviously, there's some muscles we don't want to inject because it's going to give us results that are
That we
not
don't
so
want.
cute.
Yeah.
Correct. But there is tons of muscles other than the three common areas that we can inject. We have the platysmal bands of the neck. They actually come and grab onto the
masseter.
lower part of our jaw.
I've done the masseter, not for teeth clenching, but more for
Slimming.
Yeah, slimming of the face.
Yeah.
This is another topic that I feel like a lot of people don't necessarily know about. They think that it's just in your forehead and that's it. It really is a magical product, and what it
Lots of options. That's why consoles are important because people come in, they're like, I want tox my forehead. But it doesn't work like that. Just toxing your forehead is actually not ideal because then
You
the
don't
neighboring
focus.
muscles are going to go into hypergear and it's just going to create
a bad look
a
in
bad
general.
look in
Yeah.
general. You have to balance the face. Our
So-
muscles are overlapping. We don't want to soften one and bulk another.
No, definitely a consultation. See if you're a good candidate for any of these treatments.
Yes.
And then, secondary, find out the different areas you can use it that fit your needs. I
Correct.
mean, I know for me is the slimming of the face. So I want my masseters, but I also have like the rouging. And I've honestly only started using this when I was 27. I'm 30 now. But it has made a big difference for me in the long run where I just go in for a couple little drops and I don't
Yes.
need that much stuff
Correct.
versus like if I would have done maybe a lot from the beginning and now I'm like doing too much, you know? You never
Correct.
want
It's
to
a
like
balance.
overdo it. Balance is key to
Balance is
everything.
key. It's easier to add and then remove. So I always say start natural, work your way up.
Yeah, and I do think it's funny that you can use it for sweat, you can use
Mhm.
it for migraines. I've heard it like helps with depression and
Yeah.
everything.
They also
I've
say
heard
it
that.
saves marriages. You
Yeah.
can't make as much expression.
Can't tell you're so angry.
Can't tell
He's
you're
like,
so
you're
mad.
my wife is happy. Oh
Happy
my
all the time.
gosh. But no, I mean it's so crazy. The different areas I heard through the grapevines. A crazy area is inside the anal, and I
Mhm.
know it's rare, but if you have like a fissure, if you had
Hemorrhoid.
hemorrhoid, natural birth, or anything like that, those are alternative than like say surgery that can leave you with like other complications.
Yeah.
So I mean, I love the product
Yeah.
anywhere that you need it.
I agree.
You said the feet, the
Right?
bottom?
I heard that the feet, this is a little crazy, but I heard that if you inject it into the muscle that's on your plantar side of your foot,
It helps
that
with
actually it helps when you're wearing heels or uncomfortable shoes.
I
I don't
know.
know if I would go that far, but
No,
it's just
no.
interesting to know. Really, anywhere you have a muscle, it's an
But
option.
even the butthole, I just said it,
I
and
know.
I don't know. You
Well,
guys
it
can
is a
bleep that
muscle.
if you want,
It's a
but it is a
muscle.
muscle,
Yeah, it's a muscle. So, the hemorrhoids is from too much pressure of that muscle
and you want the
postpartum,
muscle to
during birth,
relax.
and you
Little.
want to relax it. So it makes sense.
It's
Same
not
with
as
the
fun
feet.
as the face injections,
Yeah.
but I would say that people should know the different areas you could
Good
use
to
it in.
know. Our viewers with hemorrhoids.
All right, yeah. And then I want to touch about Spry Society. I want to
Mhm.
talk about what they offer. I know it's still in the beauty
Yes.
and
Self-care industry.
yeah, so it's more acupuncture, facials, hydrofacials are taking over the game right
They're
now.
great. They're great for a
I've
glow.
done
They're great for
my share.
hydration. We have a chiropractor, a
Ooh.
massage therapist, a little cosmetologist.
The
Who does
wooden
wood
massages,
therapy and cavitation is really good in combination with weight loss injections or weight loss programs,
treatments.
treatments. The more you combine therapies that work in different modalities, the better the result you're going to get.
Yeah, a
And
lot of
that's the
people
goal.
think it's just the treatment and they don't know about the aftercare. I say this
Exactly.
in my other episodes, like for instance, in my industry, which has been cosmetic surgery, and selling these procedures to the
Massages
patients,
after.
is the massages afterwards. If you don't have any
Yeah.
post-surgical massages, your results are gonna definitely differ.
Yeah.
And I think it goes the same way with aesthetics
Yeah.
and
100%.
other beauty treatments. Okay, cool.
I always use the example of like braces. You get your braces and then you have to wear your retainer after, or the teeth will
Treatment. Or
shift.
if you do highlights or the
Yeah.
balayage, you got to go back.
Maintenance.
Yeah, maintenance. That's the key. And balance. Maintenance and
Maintenance
balance.
and balance.
But yeah, a little bit of everything there as well as eyelash
Yeah, we do
extensions,
eyelash extensions. We do
the the
eyelash
lamination of the
lifting.
brows. That's like a big thing. I know I use some like makeup products, but
Yeah.
I do like the
If you like
service.
brow gel, you'll love lamination.
Yeah, yeah. But that's all like rooted in Miami's beauty culture. I feel
It
like
is.
if you grew up here, you are on point with your beauty game. You
I think so.
definitely take care of yourself
Yeah.
and you invest in yourself because it really comes down to
Yeah.
investment.
I think there's a lot of pressure in Miami. So it's important to know that yes, these things are great because you want to feel and look beautiful,
Yeah.
but also there has to be a balance, because sometimes it can
You
take you
can't
down a
overdo
vicious
it.
cycle.
Yeah, you can't overdo it and realistic expectations. So
Realistic
like knowing
expectations.
that maybe your inspo picture is your goal, but
Correct.
it might take a couple treatments to get to and not like necessarily blaming it all on the person or the treatment, even though that's safety is everything. So the right
Agreed.
top injector, somebody in a beautiful state of the art office like yours, offering top-notch products. I
Yeah.
mean, Galderma's huge. That's
Yeah.
like
Galderma's great. I love
I
Galderma.
love their products. So, yeah, I mean that's the main thing we want to share with people that this is what they can come and find when they come see.
Yeah. And that's
Okay.
the goal.
What else did we want to go into? I think we talked micro needling. So now let's
Yeah.
get into the face treatments, which is like so fun.
My favorite.
I've done PDO threads. I've done PRP for hair growth, like right around here after
Yes. Postpartum.
postpartum. And stress in general. Like
Yeah.
it's just thinning of my hair. The PRP helped a lot, but I do know that microneedling helps with penetrating the skin so that the PRP can go in a little
Yeah.
better. I've only done it
Injected.
injects. Yeah. What do you
I like to
recommend?
combine. So
Okay.
plasma in general, an not oil based, but it's a thick
It's your own.
liquid.
It's
Yeah,
your own.
it's your own plasma. So it comes from your blood draw. We spin it, we get the plasma out. However, if I'm just going to topically place that on your skin, it's not going to penetrate.
Okay.
The molecules are too large,
Yeah.
which is why we either need to inject or microneedle or something that's creating chambers to let it penetrate.
Okay.
So I like to do both. When we draw blood and get plasma, we have enough to do both.
Yeah.
So if someone's coming in for microneedling with plasma, I'm going to top them off with some injectables.
Does it hurt, the microneedling?
It doesn't when you're numbed properly and for the right amount of time. It just feels like vibration. So I actually did it to myself on Friday.
Your skin looks amazing. I
Yeah.
actually said that right when I saw
Yeah.
you. And
It's
you're like, "I
it's
just
great.
did
It gives you a great glow. It tightens your pores. It shrinks your fine lines.
You don't need to wear that much
You
makeup.
don't need to wear that much makeup. It sheds all those dead layers of your skin, and
Yeah.
it just really
No,
it's
I love it.
it's a healing process.
And I would want to try it out with microneedling just because the PRP helped for the face. I loved it, but I would like to see some type of
Yeah, you can combine it.
yeah.
You can do both. The microneedling is going to give you the surface area coverage so that we can get plasma in more than just where we're injecting, and then we can top it off with injectables under the eyes, in your nasal labials, etc.
And aftercare. It's just like a little moisturizer.
Yeah. So for the first 1 or 2 days, you know, those holes in those chambers we created are healing. So it's really important. No working out, nothing that's going to introduce bacteria.
No makeup, dirty
things like that.
sponges, things
Dirty
like that.
sponges. I just say cold water, a very mild cleanser, and your SPF.
Okay.
And then I give usually like a little calming complex that helps because you are going to peel a little bit. You're going to feel very dry.
For the next few days.
For the
Like
next
5
few
days,
days.
you'd say?
5 at most.
Okay.
The most important thing is, especially if you're doing with plasma, is no sun exposure. And I say
Protection.
2 weeks minimum. Lather yourself with a zinc-based SPF.
Okay.
Because then you're just going to create more pigment versus all the benefits.
Yeah, so like what did you benefit from? Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, I mean, I think that's super, super important to keep your skin to be as low maintenance as you can.
And it's a natural way. You know, we want to stimulate
With your
collagen in the
own
most
stuff.
natural way possible.
It's so good for you. The PRP, I'm so glad it's
the
like
best.
now available for
Only
us.
it can be in skincare.
Right? Okay, and then we're gonna go into my other favorite, which is PDO threads. I know you offer that. I recently just found out that there are many different brands of PDO threads, different sizes and different like goals to achieve with it.
Yeah.
I've had my own share. I've done a couple. I've done, I think, 2 little ones here, and then I did the larger ones here as well as down here, simply because after giving birth, I had a lot of like fluctuation in my weight.
Yes.
And a lot of like my cheek. I'm like a cheeky person. Even my daughter's the same. She has like big cheeks, so we're just cheeky people.
Yeah.
So I've always just wanted to refine this area, and I felt like PDO threads was a good alternative. I know that a lot of people, because of how gruesome it looks and the concept.
Yes. It looks way scarier than what it is. And I tell all my clients that on consult, they're so scared because they've seen the procedures. We do post them on
They've also seen
Instagram.
botched. I have also seen a lot of botched
Correct.
online, which
Picking
is
the right client is important.
Yeah.
You're going to avoid those possibly botched outcomes you can see. But remember, none of these things are permanent. Okay,
and not everyone's a good candidate.
Not everyone's a good candidate. I think the main thing with threads is picking the right candidate. It can go very wrong with the wrong candidate. You can't have not enough volume and too loose skin, and you can't have too much volume. It's kind of somewhere in the middle where you're going to get the most beautiful results.
Yeah, and that's realism too. You come in and you're like, I want PDO threads, but really you should do a couple treatments of Morpheus 8.
Exactly.
You should.
And combining things, no, but it's true because a lot of people come in thinking they know what they need or what they want.
Or my cousin did this. I want the
Exactly.
same. It's not like
But
an
they're not the
outfit.
same.
It's not like an outfit. You can't borrow it. You can't do the same.
That's why no matter what, even if someone books for a treatment, we'll always do a consult first. And most times than not, we're changing the treatment that they booked for.
But it's the best outcome. And at the end of the day, it's like a
We're grateful
representation of
for
your
it,
of your work. And I know that all of your clients and patients are all really happy. It's like how I found out about you. One of your happy, lovely patients. She was so sweet. I'm happy she connected us as well. But yeah, I mean, these are all really cool treatments that you offer here. Let's see, what else? Vela Shape.
Vela Shape.
Tell
So
us
Vela
about
Shape
Vela
is
Shape.
our gold standard here for cellulite treatment. You know, a lot of our patients are on weight loss programs or are doing things that are a little bit more invasive, such as Morpheus for fat dissolving, etc.
Yeah.
Our Vela Shape is our more superficial cellulite treatment.
So it's just to make things a little smoother.
It's make things a little smoother. You can kind of
your legs.
contour your subcutaneous fat with it. It's heat mixed with ultrasound, mixed with a little bit of like the mechanisms of wood therapy.
Okay.
We love to combine it after our wood therapy sessions with our massage therapist. It's great.
It's a good combination.
Yeah. It's great.
Jinx.
Yeah. But
I
you
know a
need
lot about it, but I feel
beauty.
like I'm always learning, which is just so good. You
There's
always
so
have
many
to.
equipments in this industry, so it's important to know their mechanism of action and the science behind it
And
to see
what
if it
you
actually
want
works
from
and
it
what you
too.
want from it, and to be consistent, because you can't just come and get one Vela shape treatment and expect a result.
You need
You
multiple.
need multiple, and with most of the machines in the aesthetic industry, that's how it is.
Yeah, yeah.
It's not surgical.
That's the same thing about Morpheus 8. I know, I mean, 3 treatments is what they recommend
Yeah.
for better results. But tell us about the different areas you can also use
Yeah,
Morpheus
so
8.
that's one of the reasons I love Morpheus so much. It's so versatile. We can use it on the face, we can use it in the stomach, we can use it in the buttocks, we can use it in the thighs, we can use it for stretch marks.
In the face, I bet I've heard
The
right
face
here,
is
the
great for
neck.
tightening, it's great for submental fat dissolving, it's great for pore reduction. A lot of my clients who come in wanting under eye filler, they're actually not good candidates because they have kind of the
The
fat
sagging
pad.
skin.
Yeah, or the lids that lag kind of slow. So that's a great option if they're not ready for surgery or they're not a surgical candidate to kind of tighten around the eye.
It's probably a lot cheaper as well. I mean, it's an expensive procedure, but it is a
It's
lot
more
cheaper
affordable,
than
less downtime.
invasive. Yeah.
And
And
it's a great,
scar.
yeah,
You don't
and
have that much scarring.
that
I
much
know like a facelift is like the ultimate end step for you,
yeah,
but you should work your way. And I think this is going to help like our generation or like
it
Gen Zs,
is.
millennials, people that you were saying in our realm of self-care and beauty, because
Yes.
now it's like the it girl. Now it's the clean beauty products.
Yes.
Now it's I need the proper
But
aesthetics
I
for
love
myself.
that. I
No,
love
me
that because
too.
I think if we start, imagine at our 20s, we're already losing our collagen, our volume, our everything
Gone,
rapidly.
it's leaving, it's
Leaving,
melting.
especially if you are pregnant and then you give birth. It's
The
just,
process
it's
of,
rapid.
growing a
Yeah.
baby, don't.
I don't even want to
We don't
know.
want to go into that. But the good thing is that there was things that I could fall on afterwards
Yeah.
that were going to help boost my self-esteem,
Yes.
help me get back to my self-care routine and just value myself, because I'm sorry, the way you look represents the way you feel and the way you're going to do
Yes,
things.
it
If you
affects how
don't,
we feel and how we move.
yeah.
And a lot of my clients are postpartum clients.
Oh,
So
wow.
the postpartum hair
I
loss,
didn't know that,
the
Sam. That's
loose
crazy. Skin, belly
skin in the
skin.
belly button. That is kind of my niche and what I love to focus on because I have so much family and friends who are postpartum, and I see how it affects them.
Yeah,
So
that
I
you could even
think
create a space where you can give them that
they
help.
feel confident again because you shouldn't not feel confident just because you gave birth.
And it does take a big hit. I mean, even if you don't have kids in general, like if you're just in a stage of your life where you're like, I don't even have a good skincare.
Yeah.
I don't even know where to start.
Yeah.
This is where you start. You start finding out through the professionals, you start finding out through people in the industry about what's available and what could be good for you.
Yeah. Even starting off with a facial, that boosts your confidence and then you
A
move
monthly
differently.
facial,
Yeah.
and then upgrading to the hydro, and then getting a little acupuncture massage, and working your way down this hallway to see
Little room over
Sam
there.
for a little what is the
Touch it.
what is the fat burning one that we could use down here?
PCDC.
PCDC, and that's like really good.
I love PCDC.
Talk to me about
I love
it.
PCDC if my
Share.
client is going to commit to PCDC.
Okay.
If they're gonna come in and they're gonna be like, I'm just gonna do one and I'm never gonna see you again, I don't want
Goodbye.
to
It doesn't work for us. No, and their time, because the result isn't going to look the way it
and the
needs to.
downtime, correct.
Yeah.
If they're gonna come to me and they're gonna
I
be
need
like,
that.
I will give
God,
you
I need
a few
everything.
sessions. We'll talk.
You guys heard that. We'll talk.
Slowly.
So down here, basically,
Yeah.
a couple sessions,
Yeah,
at least
I would
two or
say
three.
2 or 3 sessions. I always say let's take it session by session. I don't know how your fat cells are going to react, but I can tell you that most people, 99% of the time, you need more than one session. But it's a localized fat dissolving medication. It's going in, it's creating a hostile environment for your fat
Burns
cells,
all the fat.
killing them off,
Gone.
and then your body excretes it.
Urinating
However,
it.
you are going to look, you're going to look interesting for
Why the swelling?
you swell up like a bullfrog. Yeah.
Okay.
You swell up like a bullfrog. At least for the first week or so, it looks a little drastic. And then truly, the swelling does not
I mean,
fully
but that
go
end
down so much.
result,
The end result is great.
and
The
it's
end
an
result is great.
alternative than surgery, which is like lipo.
It's an alternative to lipo. You can combine it with Morpheus for fat burning. There's lots of things we can do that are not surgical. However, some clients do come in and I feel like they're better candidates for surgery if it's something they really want. And I will refer them accordingly.
You know what I like? How you're curating different treatments and combining them with the other things that can help the outcome, which, I mean, that's all we want. We want to look good and feel good.
One
So
treatment is not the end all be all.
that's the other thing, realistic and knowing what you need.
And knowing what treatment is not for you.
The other thing right before we like wrap up is basically filler dissolvent. So a lot of people get fillers and
Yeah.
they get it in the wrong area or by the wrong injector or it just happens to migrate in your face, whether you
Yeah.
do it in your lips or in your cheekbones. And so you also offer dissolvents for that as well,
Yeah.
right? Which
I
I think is
think,
good. If you have
yeah.
the product, you need to have what takes it away.
Anyone who has an HA filler or is injecting HA filler has the dissolving agent because,
Okay.
first of all, if there is some kind of complication or an occlusion
You
of an
need it.
artery, you need to have the product in
Okay.
hand.
Okay.
You cannot go to the
Safety.
ER and say, I have a filler.
Run
They're
over there
not
with the
going to know
filler.
what to do.
No, exactly.
Correct. So we are who treats the complications.
Okay.
However, filler is tricky.
Yeah.
Okay. Filler is a product that is not, natural to our body. We are injecting an exogenous product.
Yeah.
And it is to create volume, to create contour, etc. But there's not always supporting structures that are going to keep it where we injected it.
Yeah.
We
I mean, it could just
Yeah.
vary, and
we
that's
try our best to
it's like
prevent
a hit or miss
migration.
too.
Exactly. But it's a hit or miss, and that's why picking the right candidate, and maybe not everyone's a candidate for filler. There's so many other options. There's biofiller, there's Morpheus, there's Sculptra. There's many ways to create volume that's not filler.
Yeah.
But if you do use filler, like you said, knowing where to use it, which type to use it in,
There's two types, right?
there's
Multiple.
multiple.
Hyaluronic acid.
Hyaluronic acid filler is the most
No
notorious.
silicone,
one.
everyone. Silicone. Okay, this is another thing that we need to talk about.
Yeah.
The counterfeit products out there, and
Miami's very popular.
I mean, it's not just in the aesthetics, which is crazy because there's a lot of other like surgery centers that don't offer the same cosmetic treatments, which is like huge because that's your life. You're going to sleep on that.
Yeah.
But this is also equally important because this is like your face or your
There's
body.
a lot
You're
of
injecting.
dangers into it.
Yeah. So you definitely want to make sure you know what products they're using,
Yeah.
who they are connected with. And
Yeah.
you offer Galderma products as well.
Correct.
And so that's important. I definitely wanted to highlight at least a little bit about that,
What I
right?
noticed when I opened was anytime a client would come in, I would always ask them the same thing. Have you ever gotten any work done? And if so, what product? 99% of the time, they did not know the product.
Sam.
So now I offer like a little treatment
We need to change
passport.
this.
Yeah, no.
This
And
needs
they
to
get
change.
exactly the product,
Oh my God,
the
how cute.
quantity,
What
what
they
day
got
they got
done.
it, where they got it, so that no matter what, whether they come to me again or they go to another injector, they
They
know
know
what's
what
in
they
their
have.
body.
Yeah. I mean,
They
it's
should.
common sense. You need
Yeah,
that.
you need to know.
that. That's awesome, Sam. Okay, and so right before we finish, just another thing that I love that you offer, which is IV treatments. I know you said you do a lot of those.
I love IV
A lot of people are using them for like recovery or like
Yeah.
hangovers. I know a lot of people in Miami need the hangover, but there's also other things like anxiety. It helps with anxiety,
Yeah.
and then as well as hydration, B12, nail, hair.
Biotin for hair, skin, nails. Anxiety is a big one. A lot of
Alternative than medication.
It's an alternative to medications. It's kind of a way to sit, relax, give your body the nutrients it's missing. There's different things that we can put in our IV bags to help relax somebody, or if they have migraines, or if they feel like they're getting sick and they need a little
They need a
immune
boom
boost. And you're giving your body hydration, which
Yeah,
is key.
it's so nice. You just
it's very
come
nice.
in your lunch break or just like for
Anytime.
breakfast.
It's one of the only treatments that in our booster shots that we don't require appointments for. You can walk in and you can get the procedure done.
Okay, cool. Yes, Sam, you offer everything. I mean, honestly,
try.
you come in, it's like a one-stop shop, and you're like pretty much with the top injector, you're in a beautiful office and you're getting like top-notch procedures done pretty much. All your clients rave about you and your services. I can't wait to be your patient. I'm ready to
Excited.
dissolve my filler, actually. That's step 2 for me. And then skincare. I know you offer SkinCeuticals, right? Did I say it properly?
SkinCeuticals, correct. That's our main.
But tell
skincare
us
line.
about that one product right before we end. I do
Oh.
want the girls to know and come get it before it runs out. I know you have it
Yes.
like low stock already.
Yeah. It's our best selling, but it's pretty much just SkinCeuticals in general. They're award
whole
winning
stuff. Okay.
It's their base of their skincare line, I would say, is their antioxidants. Their C ferulic is
The best.
anyone who's ever used it will say the same thing. It's amazing.
And you can use it after your cleanser, after your toner.
Right before your moisturizer, just
Okay.
make sure you wear it with SPF because it is a vitamin C.
Yeah.
But it's going to prevent you from all the free radicals, the pollutants, the environmental exposures, sun damage.
And we get
it's
a lot of sun
absorbable
damage here in
vitamin
Miami. I mean, it's been raining this week, but it's
It's our main.
sunny.
Hyperpigmentation, I think, is the main skincare issue in Miami.
Yeah, sunny and shady places with shady stuff. So check everything before you guys decide to do any aesthetic treatments, face treatments, especially because this is your face, your life. You're
body.
injecting things in your body. Find great injectors just like Sam and come to a beautiful office. Enjoy yourself after a workout or even just like a little form of self-love. You tell your hubby, hey, I'm leaving. I'm going to go get an IV and maybe some fat dissolving right here.
Yeah.
Come back to every treatment you need to come to. Do all your proper research. And then come for the consultations.
I think consultations are my favorite thing to do and the key thing in this industry.
Yeah, start the right way. And yeah, I mean, we love sharing this space with you guys. If you guys found this episode helpful, make sure to check out the Plastic Girl Club video podcast on YouTube, Spotify, which we are now live with video as well, so you guys can see us and not just hear us. Our Instagram is at the Plastic Girl Club, as well as TikTok. My personal Instagram is at Juliet Paola _ And now, Sam, can you share where the girls can find you and everyone
Yes,
can
of
check
course.
you out?
Yes. So Instagram, you can follow. There's two pages. There is Face by SP, and there's two underscores between the word face and by SP.
Okay.
It's a little tricky.
So it's at face by _
At face, two underscores by SP.
Okay, you guys got
And
that.
yes, sorry,
It's
I'm not that
okay.
good at
No,
that.
it's perfect. Okay,
And then at Spry Society is our wellness center, more holistic.
everything is combined.
Everything is combined. It's an extension of Face by SP.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's so great. You get a little bit of both. You don't have to come just for like injectables and stuff. You can also come for treatments, massages. It's just like amazing.
Yes.
I absolutely loved sharing the space with you.
I love it. And I want everybody to feel safe and happy.
Yeah, I
That's the
feel
goal.
super welcome. This space is like my home now.
You're welcome
I'm going to
anytime.
always be here now.
No problem.
So thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you on the next episode. Bye.